Do you want to know what's happening around the world of sports? Look no further than The Bench with your host, Blaine Owl.
Welcome back to The Bench. This is our 10th episode that we will be airing today. Now, before we get into the sports scores and news, I would like to address something that goes along with this show. Today on The Bench, we reach a small, but at the same time big milestone. We will be airing our 10th episode of The Bench. Now, this has been an unbelievable experience so far, and I want to thank everyone who has got me and this show to this point. A few of those people include Mr. Skeens, AJ Ganger, students, family, and of course, friends. I love nothing more than coming in knowing I can have my own show talking about what I personally love, and that obviously being sports. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for our show. Now we get into the action, where we start with Monday Night Football game. The Chiefs would get back on track, picking up a nice win, 24-17 against the struggling Chargers. The Chiefs moved to 7-4, and the Chargers continue to struggle, moving to 4-7, as Phillip Rivers had a horrible night, throwing 4 interceptions, and one of them being on the last drive of the game, costing them the game. Patrick Mahomes would struggle in the air for throwing the fewest yards in his NFL career so far, but he would pick it up on the ground with 53 rushing yards. The Thursday night game tomorrow will have Deshaun Watson and the Texans taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Colts. This should be a good one. College hoops. Ohio State moves up to number 10 in the AP poll as they dominated Stetson 86-55. Kentucky bounces back, beating Utah Valley 82-74. Virginia was in a battle early against Vermont, but Virginia squeaked this one out 61-55. And Kansas beat East Tennessee State 75-63. This game was close for a while. Staying on hoops, moved to the NBA. The Knicks beat the Cavs 123-105. The Bucks knock off the Bulls 115-101. The Greek Freak yet again with 33 points. The guy is on a straight tear this year. The Celtics beat the Sun 99-85. And the Lakers face off against OKC, who would continue to roll, winning 112-107 as AD dropped 35 and LeBron finished with 25. Also, to go along with that, Carmelo Anthony would make his NBA debut for the first time in a while, and he would start and score 10 points. Now we send it off to Landon Hare, who is standing by with our Lady Indian cheerleaders to talk about placing third at the MVL Championships.
Hi, I'm Landon Hare, reporting for The Bench, and I'm here with Carrera and Tania. And we're here to talk about Pick What Cheer. This team had a remarkable year as they got third in the MVL. And they're here to describe the season and just the long grind that you have to put in and all the time that you work at cheering. So, Carrera, what would you say is the difference between cheering at the games and cheering at competition would be?
So at the games, our main goal is to get the crowd hyped up, try to cheer on the boys to a victory, and during competition, our goal is to win. We always want first place. We always win. The turnout always, we just want first place every time.
Oh yeah.
Tania, how would you describe that?
Well, for competition cheer, we just try our hardest. We try to get first place every single time and beat Sydney, obviously, and Troy. And yeah.
During the off season, how would you describe that how long is that?
It's non-existent.
Yep.
We have a week break in between football and basketball, and then after basketball season's over, we start trying out for the next season.
Yep.
Instantly.
Yep.
I'll ask you guys both a question. What was your favorite game to cheer at this year?
Sydney, because it is really fun. It was a really fun game. It's a big rivalry. We knew we were going to go out there and win, so it was fun to cheer on.
Tania, how about you?
Definitely the Troy game, because it's our biggest rivalry, and It's just a really fun game to cheer at.
Good environment, good atmosphere. So
the student section was pretty hyped too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good way to go out there and get it done. So this has been Landon, and back to you in the studio, Blaine.
Thanks, Landon. MAC football. Just like last week, the Ohio Bobcats would take on the Bowling Green Falcons. At the 7-minute mark before half, the score would be 31-21, and heading into half, the score would be 38-24, a high-scoring first half. The second half would be one to remember as the Bobcats put up some serious points, winning this one 66-24. We're going to go ahead and jump into the monologue, with high school basketball being right around the corner, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some of the games the Indians will have this year regarding the team, my predictions for how both the Lady Indians and the boys basketball seasons will go. We're going to go ahead and start with the boys basketball, as I know that they are somewhat young in the perspective that they have a lot of first-year juniors playing this year. They have a couple of seniors that are definitely going to be leading the team this year. The first scrimmages I went and watched, they played pretty well. And one thing that I have picked up on, as of right now, there is no definite starting five. That's something that I've been picking up and I've been hearing from the scrimmages. The starting rotation has been changing. There's been a lot of interchangeable parts, players, positions. The offense has changed at times. So the boys basketball is looking pretty good right now. They had a scrimmage last night against Graham. They did take a couple quarters against them, and then they battled Middletown Fenwick, who they would lose to. But I did hear that Fenwick had a pretty tall, athletic athlete that was hard to get around and shoot over. So the boys basketball this year, I'm looking forward to watching them play. I'll be calling a couple of their games. I'll be in the student section for a couple of their games. I'm really excited. Basketball is one of my favorite sports to watch, and I think they can have a really good season if they come together and play as one. Moving on to the Lady Indians basketball, they've had a couple scrimmages. I think they played on Monday or Tuesday this week against Lehman and Bradford. I did hear that those scrimmages didn't go as well as the Lady Indians wanted them to, but they are also kind of young. They have a lot of freshmen playing last year that are now sophomores that are just coming up through the program, so have to play big roles. They have a couple good seniors that are coming back that are going to have to lead the team, with a lot of the sophomores playing. They are going to be without one of their better players who can shoot the three ball pretty good, Chloe Stewart. I'm pretty sure I heard she's had a hip surgery, and I don't think she'll be able to play this year. So they're going to miss that three-point shot from her. But the Lady Indians, coming off a great season last year, winning 10 games, they got to look forward to this season and who they have and who they have coming back, because I think they can easily get over 10 if they put it all together. With that being said, I'm Blaine Owl. This has been The Bench. I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Have a great day.